poppin'? Hello, hello, hello. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would break up the Halloween content slightly and just not forget that it is still autumn, and autumn glam, I don't know about you guys, is one of my favorite glams to do. I love dark lips, dark eyes, not always together, but a lot of the time in the summer it's about like the light eyes and a bright lip, but I feel when it comes to autumn and stuff, it's more about like the dark, sultry eyes, which I'm obsessed with. And I thought, what better way to start off a full glam look than make it super affordable at the same time and use a bunch of drugstore high street products. Some are new in and it'll be the first time I'm actually using them, like the Belle Obsession palette and the Revolution Jelly Highlighter, like a few products like that, which I am so excited to try. As you can obviously see, this is the finished look, which I'm so obsessed with, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. But before we start, it is post notification bell shout out time, and this week it goes to Aisling Meganetti. I really hope I got that right, who said notification bell on as always, love this video and you. Thank you so much. But without further ado, if you want to see how I got this kind of matte, smoky eye, nude lip, fully glam skin, keep on watching. So I've gone ahead and done one eye off camera. You can kind of see it, and I am so excited for this look. It's like an all matte eye. I'm obsessed. I have actually gone ahead and done my brows off camera, but just so you know, I did use two drugstore products. I used the Sleek Powder Brow Shape and Sculpt Brow Pencil in dark brown, and also the Revolution Brow Pomade. I just thought it takes me like fucking 45 minutes to do my eyebrows, and I know everyone does their brows differently, so I just went ahead and did them off camera. So for eyes today, we're going to be using the Belle Jordan Obsession eyeshadow palette. Oh my god, I'm literally obsessed with it. She's collaborated with Obsession, which is one of Makeup Revolution's like sister brands that's available from Boots, and it's the perfect eyeshadow palette for this time of year. I'm so obsessed with all the colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Pops in my crease to start with, just as our initial transition color. And I have actually put tape down today. If you guys don't want to use tape, then don't. It's just because we're going to be doing a bit of eyeliner, but I'm going to be doing like a smoky liner with a pencil and stuff, and it's just easier for me to use tape. We're going old school today. So I'm just taking that pop shade and buffing it into my crease. These shadows, you guys, are so pigmented. There's a lot of matte shades in here as well, which is kind of why I thought it was perfect for this time of year. I much prefer a more sort of matte eye, and these shades just blend like butter. I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here. This is in the shade So Cute. It's like a matte cranberry color, which is so cute. Like, look at that pigment. Yeah. I'm just gonna buff that back and forth. We're not gonna be like carving out the crease, but we are gonna be using a darker lid shade, so it's not too much of an issue if you get shadow on the lid or anything like that, because like I said, we are gonna be using a dark color, so that will all be covered up anyway. Just dipping a little bit back into that initial transition color just to make sure that it's not lost. We don't want to lose that pink color either, because it's such a gorgeous color that we want to popping through. Next up, I'm going to take this shade here called Hot Sauce, and just on a slightly more defined crease brush, buff that into the socket. As you guys know, you're just kind of making your way through the light to dark matte shades, all of the same tone. These berry colors are, I forget how much I love them, but they do really remind me of Belle and her makeup. She always goes for like the warm berry tones, like so. Now we can move on to the lid shade, and for the lid color, we're going to be using the shade Queen. I feel like this is a matte shade, but it has these gold flecks running through it that just look stunning on the eye and add a little bit of a sparkle, so it makes it slightly different. And for a matte shade, like, I've not put any concealer down to carve out my crease or anything like that, and the pigment is just unreal with this color. And all the other ones, to be fair. But I just love these shades right now, especially for this time of year. Just going back in with my previous brushes, but I feel like they go with any skin tone and just blend like butter. So now I'm going to take this dark purple shade here. This is in the shade number 13. and just buff that into the outermost part of our crease. And this is going to be our sort of darkest transition color that we apply into the crease. I'm just going to help merge everything together and just always going back and forth with previous brushes, not always picking up additional product, but just using the remnants of the product just to diffuse everything out. Okay, so as I said, we are going to be doing a little bit of liner, but this is just like such an easy way to do it, and I feel like it looks super effective. I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Paradise Kajal Ecstatic Liner, and this is just a like black Kajal pencil. And with the tape there, it really helps to give you a guideline. I'm just going to really roughly kind of create a little wing, sort of going 3/4 of the way across. And I so much prefer Kajal liners because they blend so easily and they are super creamy. And this sort of applicator on this one specifically is kind of really thick to long, so you can really like drag it across your lid. And like I said, it doesn't need to be neat, because once we've done that, I'm going to be taking the shade Lola from the Belle palette, which is just a matte black, on a short shaded brush like this, and just kind of pressing it on top of where we've put that liner, and then kind of dragging, you can see just like dragging down so it kind of smokes up and creates a more sort of smoky effect. But if you prefer your liner to be a bit sort of more like sharp and precise, then go ahead and just use a regular, you know, liquid eyeliner or a gel. I'm just like loving this whole smoky vibe, like all the matte colors on the lid, like the black smoking into it, like all of that. And I'm just going to take the brush that we applied the purple with, just to make sure that it's all kind of completely diffused together and blends well, you know? Once I'm happy with the way that that looks, I'm going to go back in with that L'Oreal pencil and just kind of tight line my upper lash line. Ooh. I kind of just like blink into the pencil. And while I'm here, I'm just going to highlight my inner corner as well. I'm going to take my highlighter that I'm planning to use. This is the Barry M Triple Blend Baked Highlighter, and I'm taking the lightest gold shade, popping that in my inner corner. And I'm also going to pop a little bit up on my brow bone. So I'm going to go ahead now and do mascara and lashes, and the lashes I'm wearing today are from Pinky Go. They are their new lightweight reusable faux mink lashes in the style Ream. They have a clear lash band and are like some of the most gorgeous drugstore faux mink lashes available. They're so affordable, reusable, and so easy to apply. So I'm going to go ahead and pop mascara on and lashes and tidy up underneath my eye, and I will show you what they look like. So these are both eyes complete. I am obsessed with these lashes. I think they're a new style by them. The lash band makes it so easy. Ow, did you hear that? I just bit my cheek. The lash band makes it so easy to apply, and you could probably wear these without eyeliner as well. And I can't believe they're like faux mink, but from Superdrug. How insane. But now it is my favorite part, moving on to the skin. Okay, so to moisturize my skin, I'm going to be using my favorite L'Oreal Hydrogenous moisturizer. Has that amazing, like sexy boy smell and really just hydrates my skin, ready for makeup. On top of that, I'm going to be using the MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base Smooth Set Blur Priming Stick. I have been loving the way that this looks underneath my makeup. I really actually feel like it makes a difference in the way that my foundation applies. I can't believe it's like a really super affordable dupe of the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, I feel like. And who doesn't love an affordable drugstore dupe? Next up is foundation, and I've been loving the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. And if we're sticking along the lines of it all being drugstore, I am actually using one of the new brushes from Revolution to apply it with. I'm obsessed with this brush. The fluffy top makes it so easy to apply, and it blends so seamlessly. I do kind of like to go in with a sponge afterwards just to make sure there's no excess product sitting on my skin. But speaking of the NYX foundation, I'm actually doing a meetup in Bluewater in Kent this Sunday, 2 to 3 p.m. with my good friend Danny DeFreitas. If you guys are interested in popping along and getting shade matched to this incredible foundation, it is so full coverage. They have so many inclusive shades. It would be so amazing to meet you guys. So if you're free on Sunday, please do pop along. Literally just like this coverage is insane. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to be using the Super Size Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C5. I'm literally still so obsessed with the concealer. If you guys, I feel like I say this every time, if you guys still haven't tried this, you need to. The formula is like unbeaten. It's such a full coverage concealer, and I'm so happy they now do it in a bigger size because that means I get a lot more of the product, and who doesn't want that? Concealer is done. It is now time to set everything in place with powder. This, again, I feel like this is just like revolution, but the products speak for themselves, you guys. They're so affordable. This is like the best drugstore powder I've ever used. It's such a good dupe for all the high-end loose powders that are floating around but are like 30 odd pounds or anything. It is the Loose Luxury Baking Powder, so I'm going to go ahead and set everything in place, and then I'll be back to do the rest of the face. So my face is all set, and I feel the combination of those three products just make my skin look and feel flawless. So now I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my skin. And I'm going to be taking these two shades here from the L'Oreal Chromatic Bronze Palette. I'm going to be taking the matte bronzer shade to bronze up my cheeks and contour all around my forehead and under my chin and whatever. And I am going to be taking the shimmery bronze shade as well. You guys know I love a shimmery bronzer, and this one is no exception. I feel like it just adds the most gorgeous underneath glow. Next up for blusher, I'm going to be taking the Rimmel Maxi Blush, and this is in Third Base. Not gonna lie, that's my favorite kind of base, but this is like a shimmery pinky gold with like gold running through. I feel like it's so complimentary on everyone. It's just like the most gorgeous peachy blush. Next up, I feel, is a product you guys have been excited to see in action. It is the Revolution Jelly Highlighter. As you guys know, I love to use a cream or liquid highlighter underneath my powder highlighter. I feel like it gives it an extra pop underneath, and this is actually so good. I was a bit scared to use it at first, but what you do, I just take a little bit on my nail and just like put it on directly onto my cheeks, and as you can see, I then just blend it out, and it blends so seamlessly into the skin, ready for me to put my powder highlighter on the top. And the combination of these two together, I'm obsessed, and this is in the shade Monumental, which is their gold shade. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be using the Barry M Tri Blend Highlighter. This is in the colour Bronze Deco. I'm going to just be swirling my brush all around this and placing it on the top of the jelly highlighter that we just used. Oh my god, just look at them together. This is why I just love creams underneath powders. I feel like they make all the difference for this ultimate like glam look. With the skin now being complete, I'm going to zoom you back in for us to do the eyes and finish them off. So to finish off the eyes, I think I'm going to dip into this Hot Sauce colour, which was like the third crease colour I think we used. So not the lightest and not the darkest, and just buff that underneath the eyes and just connect it back up to the wing on the side. As you guys know, I don't really like using black on my waterline personally. I think it's a little bit too harsh just for my light eye colour. So I'm going to go ahead and use my favourite pencil. This is the NYX Golden Bronze Pencil. I still think it's going to really tie in with this eye look and just really complement my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Woo! Woo! So I've also gone ahead and put bottom lash mascara on as well, but these are the eyes and skin actually complete. I'm so obsessed with the way that it makes my eyes look, and I feel like I say obsessed a lot, but I just genuinely am. I think this was gonna look amazing on all eye colors. It just screams autumn and fall to me. So now let's move on to the lips. So for lips, I feel like you could go dark or light, but for me, when I'm dark on the eyes, I never really want to go dark on the lips unless it's kind of a more costumey type look, because I don't want to take any attention away from the most dramatic thing going on my face. So we're going to be doing quite a pale nude lip today, and because we're all matte on the eyes, I wanted to do it glossy, and I've got a new product here which I'm super excited to use, but the rest are just some of my favorite nude products ever. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips first with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Pencil in Sandstorm. If you're in the market for a lip pencil that's super natural of the cooler tone, then you should definitely check this one out. I'm then going to go ahead and apply the Maybelline Superstay Matte Lip in Driver, which is one of my favorite nudes of all time, and then I'm going to top it off using the lip topper from Revolution, which is part of their new holiday collection in the shade Luxurious, which is kind of more of the rose gold glittery colour. I'm going to go ahead and apply them all now. Just because I can't really talk while I'm applying them, I just thought I'd tell you what I'm going to be currently wearing. I've listed them all down below along with everything else, and then I'll show you the finished look. So this is the makeup look complete. This is like one of my favorite new nude combinations ever. I mean, I love that Maybelline liquid lipstick anyway, and they smell insane, but I just think everything together just, you know, you just love your makeup. I'm gonna like go ahead and take like 850 pictures after this because that's just how I feel. So that is this makeup look complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to break up the Halloween content for a sec and just not forget that it is still autumn and give you guys one of my favorite looks for autumn. Super glam, super me, and super affordable as well, using all drugstore products and some are new. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe before you leave, and make sure you're following me on all my social medias to keep updated with what I'm up to very soon. Don't forget also the meet and greet details happening this Sunday in Bluewater in Kent. I really hope to see you guys there, and if you want to get foundation matched or whatever by me and Danny, then please make sure to show your face between 2 and 3. But like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!